Hello there, and welcome to another episode of my Minecraft Let's Play with Liger Zero. I'm starting another episode. Oh, looks like there's somebody on. Spent some time yesterday after I got off just getting some resources so I can actually start doing some stuff. Not just mining while I'm on the video with y'all. Also took some time and improved the look of the house. Let's see. I don't see anybody. Oh, it's Moorish. Okay. Well, let me get on TeamSpeak with him real quick.
Connected. Channel switched.
Hello, Moorish. I'm recording a video. I figured I'd do an episode real quick.
Okay.
How goes the exploration?
I found a ravine underneath my house that intersects with a deeper ravine, and before I discovered the second ravine, I was just like mining down to diamond level and intersecting with the cave system at diamond level.
Oh, good lord. So what you're saying is you found a lot of resources.
Yes. I found 3 patches of diamonds, I think.
How big?
I think one of them is like an 8.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Getting a little bit of lag on the server today. Yeah, I have 15 diamonds currently.
Yeah, I'm actually getting the same lag right now.
Yeah, it was really bad when I got on. When I first got on, for the first like 20 seconds, I couldn't interact with any of my chests, and then everything caught up, and then it's been spotty since.
Yeah, I think it's probably... I'm having something similar. I'm not really having trouble interacting, but like I'll get like a little bit of lag on my turns.
Yeah, Show was actually just like using server chat like 2 minutes before you got on, and he asked how everything was with the server, and at that point it had like kind of calmed down after my first few minutes on the server. So when he asked, I was like, oh, it's doing fine. I'm filming a little bit about my base, and then he got like also like he stopped responding, and like 30 seconds later I got a little bit of lag, like, or started to get lag again, and I was like, really, right after he disappears?
Dang, that's some bad luck. Well, I'm expecting it'll calm down here in a second once it gets over the fact that it had to reload my chunks.
Maybe that's it. Like, I can just blame you for everything.
Yep.
As usual.
I think what I'm going to do is work on getting a chunk loader just to keep, you know, my area loaded, because it helps with the lag if it's always in memory. Which seems reverse of what should happen, but since it doesn't have to reload it, it doesn't have to all of a sudden pull memory out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I understand.
To load it back up, so...
Like leaving a computer on all the time to avoid the startup time.
Yes, which is something I would do with this laptop, not so much something I would do with my... Well, yeah, I don't have to do it with my desktop. When you have a properly configured solid-state drive, startup times are not something you worry about. Like, not even slightly. Heck, half the time I'll go to restart, stay in TeamSpeak, and I guess have just timed out right when I get ready to come back. So.
Yep, that does the same thing sometimes. By the way, I decided I wanted a coke oven, or at least to get a smelter going, because I didn't feel like trying to find an energy source or use a whole ton of coal to power my usual setup, so I figured I would just get a smelter going for now. So I went out looking for clay, which, when you're in a swamp biome, is really easy. I'm currently sitting on 7 stacks, and that's after making 110 grout.
Oh.
I still have 6 full stacks of clay left.
When you're in a swamp biome, you said it's easy?
Oh yeah, because the thing is, it's shallows everywhere.
Aw, snap.
That's where you find them, and everything is shallow.
Aw, snap. Looks like it's time for me to go search for some clay.
Yeah, I have a ton. So I'm happy, because clay is always a pain to find.
Oh yeah, it is.
I actually had to go out and mine more sand to make as much grout as I wanted to.
I'm gonna have to do that. I don't have any sand right now. Like, my sand is pretty much non-existent. But hopefully here I'll get some clay. Well, okay, there's no shallows over in that side of the swamp biome. Maybe on the other side.
Yeah, my base is currently not quite even shaped because I was trying to make it as large as possible, while still keeping it without going over the water. And I'm in kind of a wide spot that didn't have a lot of trees, so that made it easier. But it still is a little bit oddly shaped at some points. But it's just a 3-high wall. At some points it's brick. At some points it's wood because I ran out of bricks when I was building it. And
That's
figured,
funny.
You know what? There's trees everywhere. I'm just these planks. Normally I don't like to build with planks, I prefer stone, but I haven't built up that kind of stone yet, and I needed a house.
Yeah, better to build the house.
Yeah, so the whole place is torched up, there are 3 doors leading out to different places, and I have my workbench, or my crafting table rather, an iron furnace, 2 double chests, and my bed. That is my base, except for torches everywhere.
Well, how much iron do you have right now?
Bars, 2, or 3.5 stacks.
Oh wow, yeah, dude. Make some of that ore into some bars, and then just make you 2 wood to iron chest upgrades.
Actually, yeah, because my chests are exactly full right now. I couldn't actually fit in all of my clay, which works. I was, planning on turning a lot of it into grout anyway. But yeah, that clay trip filled up the rest of my second chest.
Oh wow. And yeah, if you make those upgrades and use it on one of the sides, it'll turn that into an iron chest and then move everything into the first one you make. And so then, you'll have a full iron chest and then an empty iron chest next to it then at that point. Oh crap, I'm about to get hurt. Ow. I'm drowning.
Awesome.
I'm drowning.
Oh no.
I'm good.
Oh, and there's, connected to it, to one of the ravines, there's a pretty hefty lava pool, and I know on the mini-map I saw some others very, very close to my, stairwell down, so when I need lava to run the smelter, it'll be real easily accessible.
That's good. Also, when you finally get a diamond pickaxe, you'll have decent access to obsidian, yeah.
I actually figured we should probably get that going soon, given that we're I'm standing at the exact center of my base, and I'm at negative 1460, positive 393. So that's that's about 2,100 blocks away from you guys.
Oh yeah, that's plenty far enough.
Oh yeah, so I figure we should probably get another portal to shorten that, because nobody's gonna want to walk that.
No, if possible, no.
It was bad enough walking Titus's base, and he was only 14 or 1,500 away, I thought.
I don't think I ever walked to his base.
Actually, I think I might have once, if that. It was Pre. Pre walked there to make the portal, so go Pre for saving us the trouble.
Yeah, he walked over there, and then I was like, good job, Pre, and now I never have to walk that. Thank you, Pre. You know what I haven't seen yet? I haven't seen a desert.
There's one actually very close to me. I don't remember what direction, but it was, when I found the swamp, it was turn left, there's a desert, turn right, there's a swamp. So, I can see the extreme hills biome from where I am, and so, yep, I can see the desert actually if I jump.
Okay, well...
I'm in a good spot, because there's also a jungle, it looks like, on the different side of me, so plenty of wood. Wait, no, I think it's actually just a swampland part that has really tall trees.
Oh, okay, weird.
Unless my biome is just really, narrow, because, yeah, I can see extreme hills, we'll just go with southwest, I don't know exactly, but just for reference. Southwest is the extreme hills, northwest is the desert, they meet kind of in the middle. Directly north, there's swampland, but then, northeast and east is where the jungle is.
Oh.
So, unless my biome is really narrow...
Which is possible.
It is possible.
I mean, I'm in a swampland, and then on my right is, or left technically, if I'm looking at the house, is a river. Actual river biome instead of continuing the swampland all the way to the other side. It's weird. I don't like it. Even though I just got 4 stacks of clay. Almost. 3.5.
Hey, how do you make, how do you pour blocks out of a smelter? I've never actually done blocks. Casting basin?
Yeah, you need a casting basin. Blocks are so much better than pouring ingots, trust me.
I agree, that's why I was...
Especially if you automate it, what I would do, before we restarted, is I would do the calculations for all the metal I currently had in the smeltery, and be like, okay, with what I currently have in there, I can make this many blocks, of that metal, this many blocks of that metal, such and such, so forth, right? And then I'd go through and get rid of the extras. So, like, if there was, like, 4 extra ingots, or something like that, I'd pour those 4 ingots out, or 3 of the other metal, or 2 of the other metal, and then, I would just set a timer to just run through and just pour the rest of the blocks. And then had a hopper underneath that would pull it and put it in a chest. So then I could literally just walk away and come back and have just blocks and blocks of all my metals. It was beautiful.
Yeah, 'cause that's the thing, is it's not like it takes a special tool to smash a block back down to ingots.
No, it's just you throw it in the crafting table and boom, you're done. So it was so much more efficient than taking the time to smelt or pour out each individual block.
Given that I don't want to mess with any generators right now, so it allows me to skip that step.
Yeah, just have to be careful not to mix certain ores. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I still probably won't smelt everything for right now. I'm not going to do what I did with the other one, where I just smelted every ore I came across. Not until I get an efficient setup with, you know, like pipes automatically pulling into my chest and whatnot. Until I get something set up like that, I'll only really smelt what I need, but it's just easier in a smeltery.
Hopper. Use a hopper. Well, you'd have to make a wrench to turn it to where you want, but hopper is amazing because it'll pull it out and put it right into a chest automatically right when it's finished.
Huh, okay.
So it's just beautiful, and you can just plop it down right underneath, and then use the wrench to turn it so the chest is either in front. I did in front. I liked that. Or to the side, and then
into a chest and then a pipe pulling out of there.
Yeah, and you could do that too if you wanted to. And then you can just go in that chest or whatever chest you pipe it to, and hey, look, lo and behold, you've got tons and tons of freaking tons and tons of different resources to use, and you're happy. Well, I was happy.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
I've never actually made the seared window and the seared glass, because it always confused me, because it says on there, keeps any liquids it has when harvested, but there's already a seared tank, so I don't know if those actually do act as, like, tanks, or if they...
Glass acts as a tank. The window, I think, can, but I never used the windows as a tank.
I thought it would be cool to actually have it, like, open and able to see inside, but the fact that those all say that they keep liquids kind of confused me.
Yeah, basically you can put lava in the seared glass. So you can, what I did is I had, in the center I had a line of seared windows straight down, and then that let me see what was in the smeltery when I just walked up. And then on the right side above my seared tank, I had a row of seared glass, which I put lava in. So unfortunately, it does not transfer lava between the tanks. So what it does is it drains one whole tank, and then it'll move to the next tank and drain that one, and then the next tank and drain that one.
Okay with that?
Which is slightly annoying, because what it'll do is it doesn't drain it in 1,000 millibucket increments. So, like, what'll happen is you'll go to fill it up, and if you have something in there waiting to be smelted, it'll automatically grab some lava, and then all of a sudden you're at like some number below 1,000, like 820, and you can only fill it up to 3,820 instead of getting to 4,000, which irked the crap out of me. I was like, dang it, really, dude? But maybe I'm just picky.
It is annoying to mine clay in the swamp biome for one reason, and that's algae everywhere.
Oh, dude, I freaking hate it. There's so much freaking algae.
I feel like trying to make a comma or whatever it's. Yeah, it's called comma. Although I think it also, depending on the mod, is a scythe because it just harvests in a big ass area around you. I figure that probably works on algae, or at least I would hope so.
Maybe.
I feel like just like walking around just slaughtering every algae in sight.
Destroy all the algae. That's actually not a bad idea.
I see a giant slime. I see 2 giant slimes. I must go slaughter them, because I don't have very many slime balls yet.
Oh, I have way too freaking many. See, what I didn't know is that slime spawn in swamp biomes at night.
I'm okay with that, though.
When your house is in the middle of one, and it happens to be the area that they tend to spawn in most of the time, it's a little bit annoying.
I can see that, I guess.
Because then they're constantly dropping, like, you know, flailing around, and you're like, oh, god dang it, you stupid slimes.
Hey, more clay.
Oh, hello there, Clay.
Dang it, my iron shovel broke.
Is that your only iron shovel?
Whatever, there are 3 clay blocks left. I can deal. Not like trying to punch stone or something to get out of a cave.
Oh, that's horrible. Punching stone to try and get out of a cave.
Yeah, like that point you might as well just set a waypoint and just kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, I can either get out next week or I can kill myself and find my way back.
Yep. And if you kill yourself, at least in this mod, you have the gravestone, so it's not like you have the 5-minute, this chunk is loaded and you must make it back in 5 minutes kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm not liking the look of that. That creeper head looks like it's above ground, and yet that's in my house. Nope, it's not in my house. Not really sure why it's... That creeper head is so close to the surface right there. Because that's on the opposite side of my base from where my house is. So that kind of confuses and bothers me. Oh, and there, yeah, remember that little above ground ravine? I think I told you I'd mine that out.
Yeah.
But I made a tunnel straight to it, so maybe I'll find a use for it eventually. Maybe I'll put like a nuclear reactor over there. It's a fair amount of squares from my base.
That's not a bad idea. Then again, I'm the kind of crazy person that puts a nuclear reactor in their base.
I'll do that if I manage to get like some basalt or what's the other one that's even better?
Granite. Granite is the freaking bomb.com for that. No, but I didn't even worry about that because, you know, as long as you set the thing up right, you don't have to worry about it going nuclear.
Yeah,
so, you know, I built it really, really weak, and so I didn't ever have to worry about it possibly going nuclear on me. It was a little bit annoying to get power, because unfortunately that means that it only put out 30 EU per tick, but yeah, at least I didn't have to worry about it blowing up. Oh.
Bad I don't have my shears on me.
Oh, well, it sounds like you need to go get some shears and go steal their skin. What the hell? How is there a spider in here? You little piece of crap. Okay, I need to figure out what point has a 7 light level. Because there's got to be a space in here that has a 7.
Is there a key you can hit that changes your view so you can see that?
Well, you can hit F3 so you can see your light level. It's just that Everything I'm seeing is 8s. I'm not seeing. The lowest I see is an 8. Screw it. I'm gonna throw extra torches in the
on every
corners.
surface.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw extra torches in the corners and then throw a couple extra torches in the middle. I don't really like coming upstairs to see a spider. That's decidedly less than fun. Cool. Is it really not night yet? I thought the sun was going down. It is.
Not yet,
Give.
so I just checked next, because I'm next to my bed.
There it goes. Or wait. It's no fun when you glitch out and it's
Falling
like,
through so it doesn't read.
yeah, it's like you fall and then you're sitting there and then you'll fall again and then you're sitting there and you're like, really, dude? Why? Why? So have you seen those Walking Dead Hey Carl memes?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. I saw 2 good ones yesterday. One was he says, I stayed up all night wondering where the sun went, and then it dawned on me. It dawned on me, Carl. Yeah, I know, it's such a bad joke, but I had to laugh at that one. And then the other one I saw was I changed my iPod's name to Titanic. I changed my iPod's name to Titanic and now it's sinking. It's sinking, Carl. I'm like, oh my gosh. This shouldn't be as funny as it is, but it's freaking hilarious. I told that one to my fiance and she was like, oh my gosh, I could punch you in the arm right now. That was way too dang corny.
Today. I don't have to leave for like 3 hours. Like,
Well,
I don't
that's
have to
good.
get offline for like 3 hours. That gives me enough time to just like get ready and leave.
Oh wow, is it really only like 11 o'clock? That's early in the day.
Yeah.
It feels later.
So, you ever have that thing where you you get to bed like super late, and then you fall asleep and you wake up and you're like, huh, I don't feel that bad. What time is it? What? It's been like 4 hours since I woke up. I know I need more sleep than that.
Yep, I've had that before.
I had that, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to set my alarm for 2 more hours, and we'll see how that goes. If I'm not asleep in like 20 minutes, whatever, I'll just get up. I end up falling back asleep, except 45 minutes later, my mom calls me.
Oh no. You're like, Mom, why?
Like, nope, staying up now.
That's funny. Let's see, it's 3 wheat to make some bread. Okay, so I need 1 more wheat.
Time to expand my base, because I want to build a smeltery, but there's no good space for it right now in my base without it like interfering with one of my doors. So, time to just expand. Luckily for me, is as easy as knocking down like half a wall and just building new ones. No rooms to consider or anything. Just
Nice.
make bigger walls.
I probably should have done that too. Instead, we built a very... Well, you've seen in a base. I mean, I can make rooms off the side. That's no big deal. Which, actually, I'll probably do. Which, actually... I really do need to do. I'll do that later. After my latest mining expedition of Doom. Also, don't ask me why it's a mining expedition of Doom, it just is. I haven't figured that out yet.
It could be to the hellhole.
No, I'm not going to the hellhole.
Good man.
The hellhole is kind of, yeah. Pretty bad. For those of
He was just like, why? There's so many monsters. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
There's no reason they should be spawning this
exactly.
much.
Why are they here? If everyone who's watching Morse found an interesting cave yesterday, that'll be the best way to put it. And yeah, there were monsters everywhere, and he proceeded to die like 4 times. It was so bad.
Yeah, I suspected there was a zombie spawner because I saw 4 zombies charging me from around the corner, killed them, and 4 more charged around the same corner, killed them, and 4 more came around the corner. So okay, there's got to be a zombie spawner really close. I run forward. No, there's no spawners, but I did find about 3 or 4 creepers, a couple skeletons shooting at me, and then another 3 or 4 zombies. So I think it was just a very like wide open area with multi levels where there were a whole ton of enemies that spawned and just kept funneling through the same spot.
And then he turns around and gets.
To never come back.
Yeah, he turns around like, and there's a creeper there already in the glowing explosion animation. There was nothing he could do. It was over. It was over.
Yeah, there's a slight bug with this mod pack where it drops a gravestone when you die that when broken will make all of your items poof up into the air so you can recover them.
Which is good.
Except that if you get killed by an explosion, sometimes the explosion will take out the grave as it spawns, and that happened to me. On my first mining expedition, I had all the stuff I was going to make my new house with, and a creeper explosion took out the grave.
And it's like, no, all my stuff, no, and yeah. That's that stuff that I don't like. That's for sure. Okay, well I went out a ways and didn't find anything besides a little bit of iron and some fluorite, which I don't want.
I was actually, like, I tried to see what the use for fluorite was, and the only, like, I think it said that fluorite is from Reactor craft.
It is. I actually watched a video.
Have a use.
The only thing you use it for is for refining uranium hexafluoride, which you use a uranium processor to make. You take pitch blend, you throw it in the smelter and get raw uranium ingot. You throw that in a uranium refinery, and that'll make it into sodium hexafluoride or uranium hexafluoride, and then you'll take that, put it in a what's it called? Oh, the word escapes me right now. Mostly because I don't really mess with the mod pack. Centrifuge. You put it in a centrifuge. That's it. And then it'll start to take the uranium hexafluoride and try and make enriched uranium. You gotta spin it really fast, which is why you have to use rotary craft. So, FYI, if anybody's wanting to get into reactor craft, you have to learn rotary craft, which is math. So if you hate math, you probably won't like rotary craft. But I think I'm gonna try that in this particular playthrough. But yeah, so you use that, spin it up, and get some enriched uranium, which you then throw in to something to get a fuel pellet. Huh. I don't remember what you throw it in right now.
Considering setting part of my wall on fire so I don't have to break all the wooden planks.
Yes, that is bad. That's how you get an uncontrollable fire.
But on your swamp, it's too wet for that, right?
If only. This is where oh, there's a song that has to come on now.
I don't trust this.
Well, you won't be able to hear the song. It'll be on Spotify. Or Spotify comes on. Ah. It paused my game. Oh, hello there. Iron that appears after I mine out some copper.
I forget, smelteries have to be 3x3s. They just can be as tall as you want, or you can make them wider.
It has to be 3x3 and as tall as you want.
Okay.
Yup. Oh, there goes another iron pick. Good thing I've got 3 more. Yeah, I'm not actually going to smelt any of this iron anymore until I get either a pulverizer online or a macerator online. Yep.
Or you could just always get a smeltery like me.
Ah, yeah, or a smeltery. I've considered doing that as well. I haven't decided exactly which route I want to take at the moment. So,
I figure smelter is always useful because you can make those really awesome tools like I did that you can name, and that you can make, you know, auto-regenerate, or even if you don't want to make it auto-regenerating, there's something that I never made, but you add a little attachment to it that makes it drain energy, and then I think it still works normally if it runs out of energy, but that way it's rather than relying on it to regenerate its own durability, you charge it. But yeah,
interesting.
You can always do that with your tools. And then there's of course all the other stuff you can do to make it out of some really, really awesome materials. So I figure it's nice to have a smeltery, even if you use it for nothing but just making a couple nice tools that regenerate themselves.
Though I'd probably just use it for ores, like I was doing in the last world.
Or that.
And to make those awesome, crazy, out-of-the-box ores like Electium and stuff like that. That
you can always make those with the ducks too.
Yeah, but why worry about that when I can just throw the ores in there and it mixes all up and nice and beautiful into Electium on its own. So much easier. Except when you don't mean to do it and you lose all your gold because of that. That happened. I was a little bit mad about that actually. 'Cause I didn't realize it did that, so I ended up doing that with a whole bunch of copper, I think it was. Got made into aluminum brass, or was that nickel and aluminum? I forget what it was exactly. But yeah, ended up with a lot of aluminum brass, and then I was like, really? Dang this thing. And then Electium, and then there was one other one that I made suddenly that I didn't know would happen. What the heck? Is there a creeper around here somewhere?
I don't know, I know there's a couple more alloys, but the only ones that come to mind are either pig iron or the ones that involve nether ores that are really, really difficult to get.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see what the last one is that I'd end up getting. Because it just made me so mad, because like I had so much more silver than gold, so all the gold got made into the Electium. And I had, you know, silver left over. Ooh, silver, cool, whatever. It's not much uses for silver. Not as many as there are for gold.
Great.
And since we were going to restart, it's not like I was going to use that Electium for a turbine. Because, you know, had we stayed in that world, then I would have been like, okay, you know, cool. Stupid glitch. Cool, yeah. It kind of sucks because I can't, I don't have that gold anymore, but hey, I'm going to use this for a turbine, so yeah.
By the way, I'm looking through the list of all the liquid metals in Tinker's construct. I'm seeing alumite, although actually I think that's just one of the nether ones. Aluminum, brass, electrum, invar. Is that it?
Ah, yes, that's the other one.
Okay. Yeah, that one's again limited use. It's not completely useless. It's just very limited use.
Yeah, it's not something that I needed massive amounts of or anything. It just kind of got made, unfortunately.
I'm expanding my base over the ravine.
Well, okay, guys, I don't want this episode to go too freaking long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. When I come back next time, I'll have a definite plan of exactly what I'm going to be building, which mod pack I'm going to go with to start off with, and then I'll be working on that, because I got a ton of resources now. It's just a matter of smelting and building at this point to continue. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you again next time. Till then, game on.